WANE15 and downtown Fort Wayne have partnered to honor 5 unsung heroes. This week, we spotlight Bryan Peterson. Bryan is the chief of EMS for the Northwest Fire District, but it's his work with One World Medics that truly sets him apart. One World Medics refurbishes retired ambulances and delivers them to countries where they are desperately needed. For Bryan, it's his life's calling, and it's just one reason he's positively Fort Wayne.
Every community has people who go above and beyond, and oftentimes they don't get any recognition at all. Celebrating downtown is one of our favorite events of the year. It's an awesome night to celebrate folks in our community that many people haven't heard about.
Bryan Peterson is the definition of an unsung hero. For over 30 years, he has served the people of Fort Wayne as a first responder, and he's never taken for granted the luxuries of this country.
You call 911 anywhere in the 50 states. It doesn't matter if you're on a mountain in Alaska. Somebody's coming to help you. Somebody's coming. Not all places in the world can say that.
Bryan knows it because he's lived it, and he never forgot where he came from.
I describe him like a Superman. He doesn't fly, he drives, and he drives thousands of miles, and he delivers, and just like Superman, he continues saving lives.
I started volunteering in Tijuana when I was 17, so it was between my junior and senior year of high school. Things were a lot different back then. They taught me how to be a patient care provider and how to put your heart into it and care for people. And I learned a lot, and a lot of what I learned I brought into my career. Miracle of technology.
It always bothered him that
holds about 700
that here
pounds.
we have pretty much everything that we need to do our job. He's told me a lot of stories about fire departments that don't even have a fire truck, or hospitals that have no transport service, no ambulances.
You know, my whole life I always tried to think of a way to pay them back, and I thought if I ever won the lottery, I'd build them a station or I'd do this or that.
But it was on a volunteer shift in Tijuana that Bryan and Fort Wayne firefighter Jerry Schultz knew they needed to do something.
So we got down there and we were in their last working ambulance, and of course it broke down halfway through the shift. And when we got back to Fort Wayne, we were like, we got to do something. They can't even, pick patients up.
So Bryan and Jerry created One World Medics in 2019.
He's probably even more unsung than I am. He does a lot of stuff in the background, and you'll never hear him say anything, but he does a lot of the stuff. We went to Parkview Whitley, and they were getting ready to retire an ambulance, and we ended up buying it, having it refurbished. Sought the help of the Hispanic community in Fort Wayne. I can't even tell you the support they gave us. It was overwhelming.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We thought that was it, and then we had people calling us saying, as far away as Iowa, we got an ambulance, and that was 41 ambulances ago.
He doesn't just deliver these units, he trains the folks over there.
You hit epinephrine, it's going to start your clock, 4 minutes. They're thirsty for knowledge. They want to be educated and trained. They want to do things right. That's your CPR, right? Compressions. It's not like going to a class here. These people are so intense. They want to learn. They're just so hungry for it.
A life will be saved.
And for Bryan, nothing compares to delivery day.
It's an amazing feeling. And the people down there are so grateful.
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
They're crying, and it's just amazing. I am incredibly blessed and honored that I'm able to help them. And that's what I want to do.
Thank you, Bryan. Muchas gracias.
So we wanted to make sure that we honored him for what he does for us in our community, and also what he is doing abroad.
And what an honor it is for me to meet these unsung heroes and tell their stories. It's something I don't take lightly. Bryan says that he never expected One World Medics to grow as it has. 41 ambulances now. They started with 1. And a big part of the mission now is the educational part. Bryan, Jerry, and others will be conducting training at their 3rd annual One Medics Conference in Mexico in October. If you would like to support this cause, you can donate at oneworldmedics.com. We do have a link in this story that will take you there. You can see our other Unsung Heroes stories and all of our Positively Fort Wayne stories. Just head to WANE.com, hit the news tab, and look for Positively Fort Wayne.